welcome to another chart breakdown for the upcoming week. I went over the charts last night, was not able to record a video yesterday or even Saturday, but we're here now, and I can already tell you the inauguration for Trump is today, and the markets are like, they're having some pretty crazy movements. So welcome back to the era of when Trump tweets, the markets tweak. So all you have to do is just, be more mindful of the trades you're taking and be more patient. And let's get into it. So Euro JPY. So the ideal thing that I would like to see with Euro JPY, ideally I would like to see it to break these highs and go long, or break these lows and go short. And if we look at this EMA here, this is a weekly EMA. And when the EMA is like in the middle of price, that can mean that we're in a ranging market. Like if the EMA is going straight across, that ideally means you're in a ranging market. So yeah, I would like to wait to see it break below or break above. And that's pertaining to the weekly. So if we go to the daily, so you can try to catch a nice little setup on the daily. And if you were to catch a setup on the daily, you have to really wait to see what price has going on right here, because you have a level right here that's not too valid, because price is really ranging. Like, yeah, if you look at on a daily, we do have a downtrend coming right here, but price is really ranging, and I feel like you can get caught up here, So I would suggest, if you're going to try to catch an intraday trade on Euro JPY, I would suggest just to wait, man. I would suggest don't even try. Don't even try. Price is really ranging. You feel me? Don't even try. Just wait for it to break above these highs, break below these lows, and then ride the train. So don't even try to catch any intraday trades. Just sit on your hands. Especially, we don't know how things are going to be, at least the first week or so with Trump. My first month, who knows? So yeah, so AUDJPY. So with this pair, what I would like to see is, because price action is kind of ugly, but it's trying to clean itself up here, because we are below the EMA. You see the difference. The EMA isn't going in the middle of price. We're below the EMA. We have some rejections here. That's kind of telling us price does not want to move higher. And, the ideal position would be to break below these lows, retest this area, and to continue to go short. So if we was to go down to the daily and you wanted to try to catch a setup within the daily, so I did see a fib setup here. I definitely did. And that was last night. So if I was to draw my fibs, you will be able to see my golden zone was matching up with this low here, which turned into a nice level. So that's what I was looking at. I was thinking that price would come into this level and give me some action and then continue down. But I'm telling you, once the inauguration started, price kind of just burnt through that. And that's on the daily, man. That's on the daily. So if we go down to the 8-hour, the only thing I can say, I would say there is a possibility that we have not broken these highs and closed above these highs. So the fib setup could still be in play. I wouldn't say it's still a fib setup at this moment. It's just a key level at this moment. So what we can say that we can want to happen want to happen. We have this 8-hour candle closing above the EMA. It's an indication that we could be becoming bullish. So if this 8-hour candle can close below the EMA, and if I were to drop down, let's see, if I was to drop down to like the 4-hour or the 6-hour, let's go to the 6-hour. God dang, look at this. Ooh. So if this thing can close back below, then I would feel like this setup is still valid to go short. So if this 6-hour candle can close back into this zone here, then what I will wait for is for price to dance around here, and on the higher time frames, on the 8-hour time frame, I would say, and this 6-hour, to show that the bullish momentum has shifted back bearish, and then I would take this short. But if not, then you know, you have to play the long game. If this is about to turn bullish, play the long game, wait for it to break above, retest, and continue long. And if you want to be super sure on shorts, you know, same thing. Wait for it to break below this level here, retest, and continue short. So back to freaking Euro odd. I am back into this trade. It's the same setup for the past few weeks. Let's go to the weekly. And yes, I have been getting clapped on this setup. But just look at, so I feel like I was getting clapped because it was setting up these wicks. These are 1, 2, 3 weekly wicks bouncing off of this zone and this fib level here. And that's what makes me think that this is still a play. This is still a bullish play that I can catch. And not gonna lie, this is the last trade I'm taking on Euro odd until it gets out of whatever is going on here. But yeah, same thing, man. I'm just back in action. So I feel like if I can close above this high, or maybe if I even get to this high, I might just close the trade. But if we can close above this high or break above right here, I think I'll be good. Because we're still respecting the EMA. Like, everything is still being respected. It's just, I don't know, man. Euro odd is just really playing with my emotions, but it is what it is. Like look, like on the 8-hour, it does look like a ranging market, but you see how many times price have bounced above the EMA, and then we just have just all these wick rejections, wick rejections, wick rejections, wick rejections. It's pretty crazy. So we're just gonna wait and see. Euro odd, just wait and see. Alright, so GBPCHF. So like I said, I had my charts set up last night, and I feel like there are some things that are just not valid anymore. But the setup I had last night is not valid, but now with price movement, I see a better setup. So here we go. So we're on the weekly, right? As you can see, price is moving, the EMA moving in between price, ranging market. Ranging market, we have all these wicks down here that let you know that price was not wanting to go short. And then what happened? We had price, this weekly candle, boom. This weekly candle actually closed below this zone. No other candle has done that. No other candle has closed below this zone. They've come into this zone and bounced back into, they came out of the zone, then they bounced back into the ranging zone. And then last week, this candle really closed out of this ranging zone here. They really closed where all these wicks formed, where price have come to, could not stand, and bounced out of. This last week, the candle actually closed in this area. So that tells me, okay, the bears are in. It's time to look for some short positions. So if you go to the daily, the one thing about the daily, to be 100%, is this is ugly. This is ugly, and then we still have all these wicks down here. I'm not going to cap. This is very, very ugly to me. And it's ugly. But you just got to you got to let the setup play out. So if I were to take a trade, or we'll look for an ideal trade on this pair, like ideally, I would still probably wait for price to break below here. Ideally, I'll probably still wait for price to break below here, retest here, and then continue short. That's what I will actually wait for. Because even right here, if price was to dance around here, EMA comes down to this level, you know, maybe you get a bearish engulfing candle. It's like, where are you going to take this trade down to? Because you have all this congestion right here where price could not break below here. So the best thing for you to be able to confirm that we're really out of that ranging market and we are really bearish is to break below this new ranging market right here and retest it, and then, you know, ride the train short. So that's what I would do there. So USD SEC. This is crazy, yo. This is definitely pandemic. Pandemic. All those trades I took last week. Oh, it's crap, horrible. I'm gonna go to the daily. So for the daily, when I drew these markets up last night, we were up here. We were up here. We had a little zone right here, you know, coming off of this right here, and it looked like price might have wanted to, you know, continue long, retest, and you know, continue long. But I did have a feeling that price is going to reverse, and I believe on the 8-hour there is a bit of a head and shoulders playing out as well. So, no, let's go to that. So, it's not a clear head and shoulders, but I expected price to break below the trend line. There's a trend line, daily trend line there, following up nice with the EMA to break below, come back to retest, and go short. And I'm telling you, once the inauguration started, price just dumped. Like, look at this candle right here. Price just dumped. Like, price, oh my gosh. So, yeah. Yeah, what I will do here is, now I see that there are two areas. There's area right here, and then, you know, price can also come right here, retest, and continue short. And the reason why I moved that zone down is because this might be a start of a real deal bearish trend, and I don't think that it will be wanting to do a deep retest. It might do a short retest to, you know, price market makers to collect some more money up here, and then boom, and just tank. So I'm just gonna leave that there, to be honest with you, and put my alert right there. So got my alert right here. Let's keep it moving. So now we on NZD JPY. So NZD JPY, it has popped back into my no trade zone area. So I'm just gonna wait for it to hop out of it. That's exactly what I'm going to do is just wait for it to hop out of my no trade zone area, and I am going to continue to look for shorts because I feel like we have a long way before we can really say that this is a bullish pair. Only way that we can say that this will turn bullish is, of course, if it breaks above, retest, and continue up. But also, what will need to happen for this to become bullish, and what you could do is for this EMA to turn like this. That's ugly, but but that's what will need to happen is for the EMA to do that, and then for price to literally break above, come back down to retest the zone, this level, the EMA, and then continue. That's what we would need to happen in order to take this long. But until then, only look for shorts. So you're just going to want for price to, finish handling this business up here, and then same play. Break below, retest, continue short. And that's on the weekly, so we go down to the daily. Yeah, man. Just wait for it to get out of this zone. Wait for it to get out of this zone. It might need to extend the zone, to be honest with you. Might need to make it like this. Because we're having these big drops and then bouncing back in. Big drops and then bouncing back in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to extend the zone in. That's my no trade zone. I'm going to set up my alerts. Yeah, so let's keep it moving. NZD CAD. NZD CAD is another pair where it's kind of set up. It's waiting for us. It's there. We waited for you, NZD CAD, and you are here. So once again, it broke below these lows. Remember, this is the weekly. So it broke below all these lows. A few weeks ago, it tried to break below this low. You see this wick rejection, closed back above, but then broke below. And then last week, we started off the week down here. We were waiting for it to come back up to retest these lows. And that's exactly where we are right now. So now we just need to wait for a price to show us that it's ready for us to hop in. So we're on the daily right now. So the one thing I don't like is all this bullish momentum. I don't like all this bullish momentum. I really don't. I don't like all this bullish momentum. So we need for the sentiment, this bullish sentiment, to shift bearish. So if I drop down to the 8 hour, what will really let me know, in 8 hour, we're actually breaking above the EMA. So I need the 8 hour to do its dance. Do its dance at this level. And in order to take a trade at this level, maybe I needed to push back up some more and then give me bearish sentiment. And then, the EMA will swoop up and then come back down. And then I'll be retesting the level in the EMA and I can take it short. Or I can just wait for it to break below all of this nastiness right here. Break below all this nastiness. And then by that time, the EMA will be down. And then I will have so much to use to protect my stop loss. I will have the level. I will have the EMA. And then, breaking still below a weekly level to protect my stop loss and then continue short. So, just have to wait for that. That's NZD CAD. Alright, so now we're on AUD CAD. So AUD CAD is kind of in the same situation. Like last week, we were saying a lot of pairs we need to sit on our hands and just wait for them to set up. And they're setting up. This is the week where we can possibly catch some good trades. We broke below this is the weekly. So we broke below all this bullish momentum. Look at all this bearish momentum. Now we're retesting this weekly lows, the weekly level, weekly EMA. Now we just have to wait for price to show us that it's ready for us to hop in. So we can wait for it, go down to the daily. And daily, at the same time, we have tripping. We have all this bullish momentum on the daily. All this bullish momentum. So what we can have happen, we can let price, dance around. Honestly, it might, if we get into a trade, this daily candle will probably turn into a doji, and based on how price reacts on the lower time frames. So if we go down to the 8 hour, so the 8 hour, you see that I do have this trend line here on the 8 hour, because we are definitely on the 8 hour. It's definitely has some bullish momentum here. So I just need the sentiment to change, man. That's it. If I'm going short, I need price to be bearish. If I'm going long, I need price to be bullish. So I need the sentiment to change. And I really love to use EMA. So I love to take, if I'm going short, I love for price to be below the EMA. If I'm going long, I like for price to be above the EMA. And right now, everything is telling me that everything is bullish right now. So I need the sentiment to shift bearish. So right now, there are two things that can happen. So we can break below these lows here in the EMA, come back down, and it will be breaking this trend line as well. It'll be breaking the trend line. So it'll be a retest of, by the time it breaks below these lows and break below this area of interest, it'll be a retest of a level of the EMA and of the trend line. So that's what can happen. But what also can happen, is this right here. What can also happen is price can break below, retest, and come down. And if that happens, look what you have. It'll be price breaking below this level here, breaking below the EMA, retesting the level, retesting possibly the trend line, and then you have what looks like it will be an 8 hour head and shoulders that will form as well. And if that happens, then there will probably be another retest. So be a possibility where you can catch two trades on this pair. So those are my two scenarios. Just let price show you what it's going to do. All right, so let's keep going. All right, GCAD. So this is going to be a pair where I'm just going to chill. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on here. If you know what's going on, put it in the comment section. I'm just going to chill. I'm just chilling. I do not know what's going on here. Yeah, man. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Like, if you really like chart patterns and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you can have something like that. But nah, man, I'm just chilling. I don't know what's going on here. So that's GCAD. I don't even know. That's how people like to say GBPUSD, but I'm just chilling. So here we go again. Here is a pair that it's probably not going to last like this because the USD is kind of weak right now. So I don't know, man. The USD is weak. So in all honesty, it could blow past. This is a daily fib level, by the way. It could blow past this level and retest back up here and then continue short. We were GU was bullish for quite a bit, and it broke out of that bullish cycle. So I'll leave that there for now. So we could expect for, this is the weekly. I'm actually going to get rid of this zone here. Yeah, so we could expect price to, I'm going to expect price to push back up into this area and then continue short. That's what I'm thinking. That can happen. Let's go to the daily. I don't know, man. Then I go to the daily, and I feel like the only thing that would really validate that going short is where that fib level is set up at. And the reason why I say that the only way that will be a clean short would probably be at this fib level, and maybe if it does reach this low again and most likely will break through it, is because the EMA is already here. You feel me? So I do feel like if price were to reach back into this zone, then the EMA is going to be below price. And like I say, USD is pretty weak right now, so that means now the pound is weak as well. So I feel like there might be some bullish momentum or a bullish shift about to happen. But I'll just sit on my hands and just wait and see what happens. Maybe price gets here and just stalls. I don't know. So I'm just going to sit on my hands and just wait for GU to tell me what it wants to do. Like, that's all I can do is just wait for GU to tell me what it wants to do. And then, like, look at all of this. This is kind of nasty as well. So if I were to catch a trade to go short here, I'm running into all of this, and that's not something I want to run into. So, all right, GJ, what are you doing today? Yeah, you're doing nothing. You're doing nothing. It's gonna be, let's see if you want to break below, retest it, drop back down, or go all the way up here, break above, and continue bullish. So I want to point out something here. So you see how this candle actually closed where these candles couldn't close? I'm not sure what pair we were just breaking down, but if you remember that pair, 2 weeks ago, it did the exact same thing. It closed below this level, and then the next week it fully closed. It opened and fully closed below this level. So we could probably see that going to happen with GJ. So I'm going to stay completely. I'm going to stay bearish on GJ. If I take a trade on GJ, it will be a short position, and that's that. So I don't know what play is going to give me to go short, but if I was to take a trade on GJ, it would only be short. Like, that's it. Just short. Yeah, man, that's it. Like I said, I don't know what play is going to give me. I'll just wait. Because what I think is going to happen this week, like with these uncertain, like this pair, like GJ right now, GJ is, to me, it's uncertain. Because if you don't know, I like to take my trades at daily or weekly levels. I prefer to take my trades at daily and weekly levels. I don't like to see like an 8-hour level, 6-hour level, or 4-hour level and take a trade because it doesn't hold as much weight as a daily or weekly level. So with that being said, I like to take my trades at daily and weekly levels. So these trades that are a bit indecisive right now, you can probably think that with all the fundamentals that are about to happen with Trump, that it might be looking indecisive right now, but it's probably going to be some crazy price movement that's going to shift the market quickly and make these trades that looks indecisive on like a weekly or daily time frame make them look decisive. And yeah, so USDJPY, this has been kind of the setup for the past few weeks, and it's just been this is on the weekly, and it's just been just sitting here. So you know, it's the same thing, but like I say, what the USD has been doing, it could be something like this. So I'll just wait. I'll just wait for price to tell me what they want to do. Same thing here. USD CHF it's just chilling. Yeah, I definitely think this price is gonna change. This is gonna change. This is gonna give me something funky up here, and this is gonna drop. And in a day or two, it's gonna give me a new levels and new zones to go short. This is definitely for the drop. And I say that because just the EMA is becoming close to price, and it's just congesting up here. It's just, yeah, horrible explanation, but. And Euro GBP, I actually might delete this pair from my watch list. So the best play for this pair is this. I know what 2 weeks ago I was saying it was at this level, so it's a possibility it could go short, but but it has such bullish momentum. I felt like it was going to break above, and it actually did. So this is the best scenario for this pair. But I feel like this is actually a pair for scalpers and intraday traders, because you can have there are a lot of plays that set up on lower time frames and don't really set up on a higher time frame. So because if you were like a scalper or intraday trader, like you could have caught a long here, caught a long here, yeah. You could have been eaten. But yeah, man, that is it, man. Sorry for such a long video. Not gonna lie, I am very, very tired. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what pairs you're looking at for the week and what trades you're considering taking for the week. And peace out.